up, y'all? It's your girl, Pillow Boo, and I'm here. You already know on Chat That on Intellectual Radio. And unfortunately, my girl Tiff Sugar couldn't be here tonight. She had a little mishap, a little back throw out, but she'll be back next week, hopefully. Goodwill, girl. But y'all already know what y'all got to do tonight. Y'all got to go to Instagram and subscribe. And then y'all got to go to Facebook and subscribe. Then you got to go to YouTube and subscribe. It's all free. Go ahead, subscribe, get the viewers up, get the viewers up, get the followers up. Y'all know what y'all got to do for your girl. But tonight, it's going to be a real hot show. We're going to talk about the Chicago serial killer that Kim Fox forgot to tell us women about, or Lori Lightfoot forgot to inform us about, y'all. We're going to talk about the woman that they found abandoned in that abandoned house the other day, too. We're going to talk about her. Let's talk about how that boy killed them people out in Texas. We're going to talk about that school shooting. That was real sad. And I'm going to give y'all a little update on your boy Peyton and his charges from the Buffalo shooting from 10 days ago. So y'all make sure y'all stick around, because right after this little break, we're going to get into all that. Then I got some special announcements for y'all. But for right now, y'all just go ahead, subscribe. Go to intellectualradio.com. Intellectualradio.com, y'all. And y'all go on there and subscribe to and listen to your girl all over the world. Duh. Peace.
Hey, Pillow Boo, what up, baby? J out, what up? Better understand me, they better understand me. You got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go down on the radio. You got something to say, then let me know. I'm trying to chit chat on the radio. Chat that on radio. Chat that radio. Chat that radio. If you got something to say, then let me know. Chat that radio. Chat that on radio. Got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go live on the radio. But at night when it goes down, 10 to 12 y'all tell me hold it down. The best talk show represent my town. What's something to say, let me know now. Say it with your chest, act bold. You can call him anonymous. Just let us know.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Pillow Boo, y'all. And I'm back already from the little break. So y'all know what y'all got to do. Y'all got to go to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and subscribe. Unfortunately, we still can't go live on Facebook. Unfortunately. But next week we'll be back up and running. Mark still got us blocked for a few more hours, but it'll be over with. It's all good because Instagram got us locked. They got us on the lockdown. It's on Instagram, Chat That official page, or my personal page, Pleasures Poison is Priceless. It's a little tongue twister, but y'all bear with your girl. So y'all, first, let's talk about this Chicago killer that they done already named the Chicago Strangler, but forgot to tell us about it, y'all. So since 2001, 55 women or more have fallen victim to this mysterious killer who investigators failed to speak publicly about, but have named him the Chicago Strangler. Ranging from ages 18 to 58 are dozens of unsolved cases involving women who have all died of strangulation and have all been found in various abandoned areas across the city of Chicago. Majority being Black women, some involved in sex work, others experienced addiction. The bodies of these women were found in dark, abandoned places used for dumping sites in the city's predominantly Black or poor part of the South Side. So let's talk about that first of all. Why is it that on the South Side or the predominantly poor Black area, is it more abandoned buildings where people have ways to just hold people hostage like this? This is just absurd for y'all to just have all of these buildings, tear them down. They don't want their building. They out of their house, tear it down.
Or let us buy them. I'll
Or let
offer them
us
to
buy
the
'em.
community
Offer 'em.
for a low discounted rate.
I definitely agree. So my girl Sugar couldn't be here. We got Miss Wanda B here with us tonight, y'all. She gonna give us her input too. And I definitely agree. Let the community buy them. Why raise the taxes so high? Y'all don't want to buy them. The banks don't want to buy them. Y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do legally with these properties, but y'all are telling us that these abandoned buildings are because it's blocks of abandoned houses, abandoned buildings, abandoned lots, vacant lots with old garbage and stuff in it. And this is the areas where they're finding these women at. And since 2001, it's 2022. That's 2 decades.
How many did you say there were?
2 decades. It's
Did
2022.
you say there was 50 something women?
55 women.
Wow. Someone, I think it was Malcolm X, who said like black women are the most unprotected.
And that's the point that I was trying to make when we was arguing about Kevin Samuels. Instead of him bringing the black man against us, why didn't you do something to tell the black man to protect us when nobody else in the world is trying to protect us? And it's crazy because it gets deeper, y'all. So, of course, Chicago didn't put together that there was a serial killer, or they didn't care. A man named Thomas Hartgrove has an organization called MAP, Murder Accountability Project, where he tracks the crimes around different areas and try to compare or connect them. And he was the one that connected all of these murderers to each other and put it all the way down to which area these people were being strangled in.
This is so sad. It's
It
sad, it's
is.
scary, and it really puts a light on the dangers out there that people just really don't care about us. And it shouldn't be that whether you're the type of work that you do should make you less valuable in this life. But that's why I think some of them don't get looked for. They may be street, they may have
Been street
addictions
workers
or
or addiction. So the police just, oh, that was a crackhead or she was a prostitute. So who cares? When in reality, those are somebody's daughters, moms, aunties, sisters, and they're still human beings. They need a proper burial like anybody else, or they need to be found. These people need to be protected. And it's crazy because according to Thomas, in the geographical area, he was able to locate 51 women on his own investigation.
he found out these 51 women are missing.
No, he put together that these 51 women were missing
In certain
all of these communities
certain
that
communities.
was in one area of Chicago.
What's the areas, you know?
The South Side, West Pullman area. Unfortunately, where they
Wow.
found the abandoned so a couple days ago, they found a woman in an abandoned building in the West Pullman area. She was still alive, and someone heard her screaming. She said that she was on her way days ago, a week ago. She was on her way to the store, and she bumped into a man, and he said, "Come here," and grabbed her and snatched her inside the building. She said she was raped 2 or 3 times. He took her from the basement to the attic. He tied her up, and she said she spent days in there screaming until finally a man was walking past the house 2 days ago and heard her screaming and banging on stuff inside the house. And when he went in there, the lady was in there.
And I have so many questions. When I first heard this, it hit home because that's the neighborhood I grew up in.
Right.
And so it touched because these are streets I walked as a
Right.
child and felt safe
Right.
at that time. And to hear that these kind of things are happening, or there are that many abandoned buildings around there for it to even happen. But I mean, it just raises so many questions for me. What's Are there people policing our areas? Are they listening to the families? Because I find it hard to believe these people haven't gone and said so and so is missing.
No, but then you got it. They said that the women were on addiction or sex workers were the excuse for. That's what the Chicago police used as an excuse for why they didn't put together that all of these crimes were related.
None of their family came forward of 51?
Yeah, family did come forward for these women, but Chicago didn't match up the cases together. They didn't
nobody
connect
working
it.
these cases.
They
then.
didn't. Oh, because that's another fun fact Thomas figured out. Thanks, Thomas, Mr. Hartgrove, that no one in the CPD was able to put these things together because each one of the strangulation murders were held by a different investigator, which made it hard for them to keep up with what the last person did on the last case. So each case, so we're looking at 51 cases with 51 investigators.
where nobody's
or
connecting.
nobody is even communicating.
Right. And so what happened to why did it take so long? Let me start here. Are we still our neighbor's keeper or brother's keeper that we keep you hear someone screaming and you ignore it and don't
And
want to
you
get
know what?
involved or
And
what?
you know what? I thought about that when I was doing the research for this case. But so many times we run into issues where people are just playing and they screaming for help. So I tell my kids that if you need help, don't scream help. Start cursing.
Something
Because
that'll make
somebody
I like that.
will turn around and pay attention to a kid cursing at a grown person before they pay attention to you screaming
That's
help.
smart. Help
So
is
I tell them to
non-existent
start
now.
using curse words. If somebody start bothering you, start cursing at them because the whole
I
world
like
is
that.
gonna turn around and pay attention to you cursing. More so as you saying help, they gonna think you playing or I ain't getting in that domestic. I don't get in nobody business. Whole time she said that the lady who was in the abandoned building in the report, the lady said that she was fighting him off the entire time. He was dragging her down the block, and nobody came out of their house to help her. She could hear kids. And the kids in the report said that they heard somebody in the building, but they thought that it was just maybe somebody just living in the building or somebody else playing inside of there.
We are really numb to so much happens to us. We are victims of PTSD for real.
Yes, because we think that it's normal to hear help, to hear screams of help. We think that it's okay for people to be inside of abandoned buildings and just lingering around, and it's not okay when really y'all should be talking to these aldermen and you don't want to be in the political field, but the political field is definitely involved in your life, whether you realize it or not, because they have a control over what can happen to these abandoned buildings and stuff like that. And this is where we are falling victim to. This is where these suspects is taking these innocent women. Because think about it. That could have been us walking down the street or us standing outside waiting on the bus. Just think about the show The Shy, where the girl was sitting on the bus stop. Keisha was on the bus stop, and the whole time they looking for Keisha, she right at the end of the block in the basement.
That
Like
was
it's
an
so
episode on The
scary.
Shy, and
That was the
that's for real.
yeah,
That
that's a
actually
for real.
almost happening.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my girlfriend when the episode came out. Like, I think that really happened. Like somebody was really living on the block that they was raised on. And it's crazy because people walk around and they being normal and they be mad at me all the time because I profile anybody that walk past my car. I don't watch too many Criminal Minds, baby. I swear to God, I work for them. So I profile everybody. Don't be looking crazy. Don't be acting crazy, talking crazy, because I immediately get defensive, especially if I got my kids. Don't
I
start
don't
acting like
blame
you.
you. I had somebody trying to ask me for money, and I don't mind giving money to anybody in need. I can spare a dollar. But the man ran up on my car window, and I was like, "You don't do that!" Because
Yeah.
I'm like, you
And they
don't do
be acting
that.
crazy because they think that people fear they're crazy. But
No.
I was on the train before and the man got on the train. I was talking to a random lady on the train and we're just having normal conversation. And the man get on the train and he just started acting weird. And she immediately got like afraid. It was an Asian lady. And I'm like, don't get afraid. We okay. And he started talking crazy. He said, y'all think that dyke stuff is okay. Mind you, I didn't know this lady. And he like, that's your girlfriend. You think that's okay? So I instantly got defensive and
Well,
started.
then you have
I
a right
stood up
to.
and started snapping on him. You think it's okay to be talking to random people like this or being in people's business? Then you're stinking and smelling up, passing germs everywhere.
You probably scared him.
Yeah. He got off on the next stop.
Like it's crazy people on the train.
But you don't just do that. So women, protect yourself. Get you mace. Take them gun classes, women. I'm telling y'all, take the gun classes. They said the same thing is going on in Baltimore.
Is
Yes, and
it?
that is very sad that this is happening all over the world where women are just coming up missing, especially black women. When I was doing my research on the whole black woman scenario, that mostly black women, we are coming up missing and nobody is
Nobody's
looking
looking
for
for
us.
us. I don't care what your job is.
Nobody is looking
But
for
let's
us.
do this though. I'm saying that Chad, that from this moment, we really gonna start a movement on this of Women need to let women know whether you in the working field or not. Y'all got cell phones. Let somebody
Yeah.
know when you doing whatever. I
Whatever
mean,
you doing. Because I remember back in the day when you did something, you tell your
you tell
friend where
girl,
you
this
going.
is license plate.
For
I mean,
real. I remember when my friend came all the way outside and took a picture like, nope, I'm taking a picture of your license plates for y'all. Pull up. You ain't going to take
exactly.
my friend. And now these days, it's just like, well, she said she was grown, so she went on.
I
And
don't care if
then,
you grown. I want to see you again. And we gotta know where y'all are. Let's start checking in. And I'm putting this
yes.
out there. None of these people probably on our lives. That if you working, you probably got a friend that's in the line of work you do. Get with that friend. Everybody
Right.
connect.
Everybody connect. That's the most thing. That's the most important thing that needs to happen. Like women, stop going outside blindsided, just feeling like you don't want to tell nobody your business. Tell everybody if you got to, because women is coming up missing, and it's sad. These kids need their mamas, and it's crazy because, at first CPD said they didn't have any DNA to match nobody.
Don't believe it. Out of 50 some people.
I've got insiders edition that they do have DNA, and Kim Fox knew about the DNA, and she is not saying nothing to the public, and they are not putting it out there. So women, be careful. They know, CPD knows that there is a crazy person on the loose. And women, pay attention. It's not just a crazy person. It could be up to 3 people. They might be working in the group, they said. So, I mean, y'all really need to be careful. Take them gun classes if y'all got to. I take kickboxing, which turns into MMA. So, I'm kind of knocking it out. So, I mean, but take defensive classes if you
Let's
got
have one
to.
here.
Huh?
Intellectual Radio gonna get behind this this
Yes.
problem. We're gonna have a class here
Yeah, let's
for
do that. Let's
yes.
do a self-defense class. I remember when Proviso East offered it a few years ago, but I don't know if they still do,
Well, I
but we
know somebody
definitely
that
should.
teaches and he's vicious.
Okay, we
And
need to do
I'm
that.
gonna ask him to volunteer time and do one out West Pullman. We're gonna get out there
Yeah,
in
we
that
need to
park
in that
somewhere.
West Pullman area on the south
Yes.
side. We gonna get together. So y'all be looking out for that. We gonna do a women's self-defense class because women is crazy out here. And Mashi Shed gonna put together some self-defense bags, maybe some pepper spray with them little things that you can stab
Oh, and
somebody with
I
like
know
that.
somebody that make them things.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and put that together. Y'all stay safe out here because it's real crazy out here. For real, because the lady that was abandoned, that was in the abandoned house. She was just walking down the street in the middle of the day, like it wasn't nighttime or nothing. And she said he was passing by her and they bumped shoulders, and he snatched her just from that one moment.
What did she say? What race he was?
No, she did not.
I think because sometimes these people could be police doing this. They know they're better at
Mm,
knowing how to make sure you don't
I
get
think it's a black man though.
well that she didn't say. She would
She
have probably
didn't say if it
specified,
right, but I
but he could
think
still be police.
I think that it's a black man only because
But he could still
he can
be both.
blend in.
Right. You see him walking down the street, won't think
But
nothing of him,
right,
you
you
know.
won't think nothing of a black man
Bumping
walking in
into
the
you.
bumping
Right.
into you in the West Pullman area. But if you see a white person walking down in
You
the
gonna
West,
look
you
like
gonna stand. First of all, you're gonna step to the side like they do us because where you coming from, sir? We think you the police already in the West Pullman area. So I would
we
believe
just
that it
gotta
was
be on the
probably
lookout
black.
for
And
everything.
for everybody that said I was wrong for going against Kevin Samuels, this is the only thing that I was trying to get y'all to realize, that he was bringing the black man against us when really we really need black people to be protecting each other. We need the black man first of all to protect us because those are supposed to be our first protectors and providers. And he was bringing those people against us instead of bringing us together, which I found a problem because we have enough issues in the world already being black people where we don't need more black on black hate.
It actually us fighting each other helps these situations. It helps. Nobody will defend us if we're not even working with each other. To
Right.
keep us all divided, somebody's out there winning against us, or both of us, all of us.
Because let's talk about Kiara Coles. How come CNN, Nancy Grace and them ain't go look for her? The same way they went and looked for the little white girl that went missing when she went on a road trip with her
All in the
boyfriend.
mountains
Wait
looking
a
for
minute.
her.
Not only was they in the mountains, the parents lied, helped him hide the body, helped him kill himself, all type of crazy stuff. And And nobody, not one person is keeping up with these people that we have missing right here.
We're not valued as a people, man or male or woman, but it's even worse right now because they can use the defense as if someone in a certain line of work isn't as valuable. That's
Right.
not worth looking for, because as if you set yourself up for harm. And who knows, one day they could mistake somebody just walking down the street. It could be you or I, because
Mm-hmm.
we walk down the streets ourselves, walking to the bus, walking to the train.
Well, this has happened to me, but well, I didn't. Okay, so let me tell the story. Years ago, um I was out west and I was going to get on the train, and I was going to the bus stop originally on Cicero and Jackson. And on my way there, a black car pulled up with two guys in it. The guy in the passenger seat was trying to talk to me, and I'm like, "Nah, I'm finna go get on the train. I'm finna go home." And as he was talking, he like got out of the car, and I'm like, "No." First, I stood there for a second. I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm finna go." Woo woo. As I was walking off, the guy in the driver's seat jumped out.
Oh my God.
And as we're struggling on Cicero and Jackson, cars is going
What time of
by.
day?
It was nighttime. It was like 9
Oh
o'clock at
my
night.
God.
Cars are going by. Nobody is stopping to help me. A boy who looked like he didn't have nothing in the world to offer me. He walked up and said, "Hey, let her go."
Wow.
The two boys jumped in their car and pulled off. I
That
cried and I kept walking. Let me finish. As I kept walking, there's another group of guys standing on like Van Buren and Cicero, because I'm still trying to get to the train station now.
right.
And they like trying to box me in. And I'm like, "I'm going to
Oh
pepper
my
spray y'all,
God.
please." The same little boy is behind me. And he goes, "Hey, leave her alone."
That angel.
I get to the train station. I'm finna cry.
I'm
I
gonna
get to the
cry.
train station and I realized that as I was struggling with the boys, all of everything that I had is out of my purse. I have literally no phone, no money, no ID, no bus cards, no nothing. This little boy pulls out a bunch of money and gives me money to get on the bus and said, "Go straight home. Don't stop. Go straight
Oh
home."
my God.
And I got on the train. I think I stayed in my mama's house on her couch for like 2 weeks and then talk. And I was like, my mom was like, "What happened?" And I couldn't even speak about it because it was like, did that really just happen to me? And all these people is outside. Like it was, everybody was outside. It was so hot outside that day. And it was like nobody stopped to help me, ask me nothing. I walked past two churches, a gas station,
We
or
got to do
nothing.
better.
Yes, we have got to do better with protecting the people who are around us, with helping.
If you see something, say something.
The whole "I'm not a snitch, I'm not a snitch." Your people are dying. Say something. Your
If you
people
see
are
something, you ain't a
dying.
snitch. We don't care. The people dying, snitching. Would you
Yes.
care about that, or you're a hero? That little boy was a hero, and we need more little boys like him.
Yes.
We need
Yes.
more little angels walking on
Yes.
this earth.
And he was an angel sent. I'm telling you. And I don't know that man from a can of paint. I never even seen the boy again after that. But that boy, he saved me that day. And I just stayed in the house for 2 weeks after that. It was so sad, y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all is protecting these black women, because nobody else in the world cares about us. And that's the only thing that I want y'all to understand. Nobody in the world cares about the black woman. So for the black man to put us down, that is why we are so defensive when it becomes you guys who are against us. Because how can you be against us when nobody else is helping us?
We gotta love each other. We gotta love on each other, because we all we got.
Yes.
They killing us. We all we
Yes.
got.
And my daughter wonders like why I don't let her go anywhere. She can't go nowhere. If her mama can't take her and pick her up, then nope, you can't go.
She'll
If
thank you later.
she can't go to a party, a date, or nothing unless I can drop her off and pick her up.
And that's okay.
And it
Good
is. And
parenting.
she hates it. Yes.
She can hate it, but
Yes.
she will not be in a building unaccompanied where we
You
can't
hear
find
me?
her. So that's what
Do
matters.
do you hear me? Yes.
What else you
So
got?
let's talk about the Texas school shooting. So sad, baby. Yes, this is so sad. Okay. So 10 days ago, we talked about the Buffalo 10. The man went in there and killed the 10 black people. He shot 13 people and all. That was 10 days ago. Today, we're talking about another 18-year-old white thug who was in the hands of a gun because on his 18th birthday, he didn't have a mental background or a criminal background, so he was allowed to buy 2 assault rifles with a bunch of ammunition on his 18th birthday. He told Facebook, and Mark, we're going to have to talk about this because you done had me blocked for 45 days for saying something, and the boy put on Facebook, I'm going to shoot my grandma. And then he went and shot his grandma. He wrote on Facebook, I just shot my grandma. And then he wrote on Facebook, I'm going to shoot up an elementary school, and proceeded to smash a car into the elementary school and run in there in tactical uniform, helmet, and the whole gear and everything, and barricaded himself into a conjoined room with third graders and fourth graders, killing 19 kids and I believe it was 4. Let me make sure. Let me read.
This is this is
19
unreal.
children and 2 teachers Tuesday after he shot his grandmother.
And that's to date because they're still like trying to figure out, like they're still looking at other people
Yes,
could.
this just happened.
Wow.
This literally just happened today. They're still trying to count the bodies. They're up to 27 bodies. 4 of the fourth graders have been named, and 2 of the teachers have been named. They're still waiting to publicly release the names of all of the victims. After the shooting, um uh they had to use the tactical local and federal police to go inside, bust out windows, evacuate the building through the windows to get the other children out, because it was a middle school with only second through fourth graders in this school. And um he had to they shot him. They killed Salvador, which is his
His name is
name.
finally
His
out.
name is Salvador. Let me say his whole name. His name is Salvador Ramos. They killed him. One of the officers shot and killed him. Another officer was wounded but is expected to survive. But yeah, they have to use DNA to identify some of the people who were victims of the shooting, because some of the kids don't have faces, and it's just a really sad situation. Like they have to use some of the teachers to identify some of the students. The parents had to get all of the people had to be transported to the SSGT Willie D. Leon Civic Center directly after the shooting. That's where their parents had to go to see if they
Think
kid
about
was
waiting
dead
to
or
find out
alive.
if your child
Is dead
dead
or
or
alive.
alive, and standing there just oh my gosh, I can't really imagine it. And some of me also feels badly because I'm also slightly numb. It's like I'm not getting as outraged as I used to, because this now is becoming so like common, which is
Yes.
sad.
They said that this is one of the 30th school shootings at a K through 12 school in 2022.
Wait, just this year?
Just this year, this is one of the 30th school shootings in 2022 for K through 12th grade. And this is like, in my opinion, this is like becoming a game for these kids to just like get assault rifles and go shoot up a school.
Guns have to be we have to work on I believe in people concealing and carry, but at the same time, gun laws are kind of out. It
They
needs to
need
be
to remake
fixed.
them.
It needs
They
to
need to
be
sit down and rethink about these gun laws. It needs to be complete. First of all, you need to be 25 years old to have a gun. You need to go through mental examinations. You need to go through criminal examinations. You need to go through physical examinations. You need to go through health examinations, because sometimes when people are dying, they feel like they want to kill other people. So no, your mental is not messed up. Your health is, but now your mental is messed up because your health is dying, and now you want to kill everybody. So I mean, like, they should go through a bunch of screenings for before they just pass out guns to anybody.
guns should not be I'm 18 and now I can get a gun. How come you can't drink but you can have a gun? It shouldn't be
That
that
part.
nowhere near that the gun laws don't coincide with some of the other things in
Well,
life.
you don't have to be 18 in order to get a FOID card. You could be as old as 3 years old or younger to get a FOI card. As long as your parent has a valid FOI card, they can apply for you to get one.
Oh boy.
And you can legally get guns in your name.
Gun laws need to be fixed, period. I don't care. Yes, I believe people should be able to bear arms. I'm not saying you shouldn't bear arms, but I'm saying the laws have to change. You see proof in the pudding why they got to change. People out here, the one Rittenhouse, that friend went and got guns and then he's going shooting up people. It's just too many stories like this. It was a young boy, the Buffalo boy is young
Yeah,
too,
he was
right?
18 years old and he had recently got a gun, and they ignored his mental issues and let him get a gun because nothing was actually on his record. It was a bunch of warnings. Even though he had a project, the boy Peyton made a whole project of kids killing themselves.
A school project.
Yeah, and the school had him sent to therapy, and 2 weeks later he was out of therapy.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why we're not. I think we need to be over cautious than under cautious. Anytime you utter that you plan on killing somebody, just lock you up for a minute. And I mean, no, yes, it may seem like overkill, but we don't know when you're gonna act on it or not.
Right.
You need mental help.
My issue is Mark blocked me immediately after I made my comment.
Immediately.
He blocked not just my personal page, but all three of my business pages as well. How is it that Salvador made, and then Mark and them at Meta, Facebook, made a comment and said they didn't see the comments he made until after the shooting at the school.
How do they see yours immediately?
How do they see mine? Every time I say something, I can just say hi and mark in my inbox talking about take it down. So how is it that Salvador was able to post he was gonna shoot his grandma, take the time out to shoot his grandma, post I just shot my grandma, and you still haven't blocked him, take the time out to drive to the school and say I'm finna go shoot this elementary school, and you still didn't take it down until after these kids were shot? Mark, at this point, I'm starting to think it's a black thing.
Yeah, because
at this point, it's a black thing, Mark, because I'm black. I say a little something about I'm going to take my friend and you lock me down for 45 days. He had a whole 3 hours of this stuff sitting on his page and you didn't do nothing. Y'all didn't report this to nobody. Y'all didn't, because I'm sure once Mark and them would have seen me say, I'm about to shoot my grandma, they'd have flagged me, took my page down immediately.
But
if they would have did that to Salvador, he wouldn't have they probably could have prevented the school from getting shot at.
They could have alerted the school.
Not even alert the school, but prevented it, because most of these boys are doing it on social media for the clout.
Oh, I get it.
So if he would have been shut, if his page would have shut down after the whole,
would not have even wanted to do it because
nobody can't see it. So that's a 30-day saving of the school, and then in 30 days school is out. So Mark, do your job, because you be coming through all my pictures and my flags and you post on all my stuff and shut me down all the time. I'm still waiting 16 hours right now. But you let Salvador and you let Peyton them get up on the book and they can say whatever they want to say. Meanwhile, they going and they real life living out their plans of killing people.
And if you supposedly have flags for words, because I have a Facebook group that every other day they sending me a warning. This person said this. You telling me kill, not a warning.
Shoot, not a warning. All I'm saying is, how is it that I'm gonna take my friend as a warning, but him going to shoot an elementary school? Shoot an elementary school in one sentence without basketball should have been a warning.
And when y'all now it does seem racially profiling certain people, because the dear founder of Intellectual Radio has the same issue that utters anything. And sometimes it don't even be uttering anything and they flag it and take it down. And you have to fight for it to come back. Like, what's wrong with this?
Meanwhile, you can hear Becky show and she said whatever she wanted to say the whole time. I'm just saying, I don't know. Y'all just got to do better. And it's getting racial, Mark. Instagram, shout out to y'all because y'all ain't never took down none of my stuff. Y'all pretty cool on the stuff on y'all
Well,
just
he own
covered.
them both though,
Yeah, he
unfortunately.
do own them both, but that's why I'm on Instagram to let him
So
know.
he found you over there. But don't leave us alone.
Leave us alone, Mark. Definitely. So let me give y'all an update on your boy Peyton in Buffalo. I know he tired of me saying his name like I know him.
And keep doing it.
You hear me? Because Peyton, this thug, only getting charged with one count of first degree murder, and he killed 10 people and attempted murder on 3 that
I'm not
survived.
understanding why. Are they saying this? I gotta look. Why are they only charging him with one count when we know he shot these other
When we
people?
we watched him kill the 10 people on Facebook Live, we didn't miss it. So I mean, y'all gonna have to
Wait, he
get out
went
here.
live with that shooting.
Yes, my
He
brother.
wasn't shut down for an actual killing on live.
They shut it down 2 or 3 hours after that. But
Wow.
I seen the video with my own eyes, Wanda.
Oh my
I thought that
God.
my brother and them had just, my brother posted it on his page. And I thought that maybe somebody was playing a game or something because it looked like a game. He literally got out of his car in the tactical uniform and just opened up fire as he just walked in, like the Call of Duty game.
Oh my God. And this wasn't called. I can't.
But Mark ain't flagged that.
You ain't
Nope.
flagged that.
He let it slide through. It was on there for a few hours. People got it. I know somebody screen recorded it somewhere. When I went back to go screen record it and show my co-host, it was gone. But that was
Wow.
like 3 or 4 hours later. And my mama, the one who commented, who had me see it. So I'm just saying, y'all, Peyton, he out here. We gonna have to go up to the police station that he at out there in Buffalo and protest and talk about this because one count of first degree murder, when we watched him assassinate people like he was a terrorist, like he was just God sent here to take lives. We can't allow this to happen. I mean, we already allowed Cal to walk away with hurting innocent people, and he was an underage kid with a gun. So, how many more thugs are gonna be let on the streets from finding their father's gun and
We
just killing people because they feel like it, because they don't agree with Granny Breakfast today? I mean, how many of these white thugs are we gonna let out here? I mean, y'all let me know. Cause I'm ready to protest. I'm ready to go down here and say something to whoever I need to say something to. Because at this point, they're just allowing these white thugs, white privileged thugs, to come and take us out. And nobody is here to say anything. No one. No one is saying anything about it. And it's sickening. It's sad because now all of these kids are dead. Now all of these people in Buffalo are dead. One lady just recently had her funeral, the youngest one of the Buffalo 10, 32 years old. She had her funeral, and it's very sad because somebody took her life for what? And then to tell her family that her murder might not even be the one that we got justice for. It's sad. It's sickening.
It's sickening. I mean, I'm reading this. Unreal that this boy, they said, well, no background check didn't do anything. 18 from now on, just walk out. No guns for 18-year-olds. Change
They
that
should
right
be
away. That should be a
right
right away
away.
emergency
You
law.
know how they immediately made the Casey law and the Rico law when something happened? They should definitely be making a law for this. Like 18 years old. First of all, you got to be 21, 25 years
No
old to get a
FOIA cards
gun.
for babies. I don't care if your
None.
parent got to take that whole law with kids getting guns until you put social workers in schools, till you put mental professionals in places to help children when they're younger so they don't grow up to get 18 and want to shoot. Until you can do other things, take away the guns for babies.
I definitely would agree with that. I definitely would agree with taking the guns from these babies because at this point, these thugs just on the streets. And they quick to talk about how these black boys be running around with guns, but these black boys ain't out here shooting up no schools. They ain't going and shooting up no supermarkets. They ain't in Walmart up in they bangers or up in Chuck E. Cheese up in they bangers. Now, they do shoot up parks. We ain't gonna lie. But they ain't going in there with the intentions of killing kids.
But at the same point, I don't think they'd be doing that if you put Put the rims back up in the basketball courts.
That part.
Open their pools back up.
Where's the arcades at?
Where's the arcades? Give them something else to do and they'll do it. It's that they don't have options of fun
They
things
don't have
to do.
nothing to do.
Open up, and I won't say Mr. Winfrey's idea, but I do think if there should be exerted efforts to keep them busy with other things, because I don't believe they will be doing any of this. We don't have in our communities the option skateboard parks. We don't have all these things.
That part. In our communities, we definitely lack resources for these kids to go and do something. We don't have as many open libraries. We don't have as many open
We used to hang out at the library.
Or remember, we used to go to the YMCA. They don't even open them no more. The Boys and Girls Clubs, they don't do those no more. Where's the day camps and the summer camps? And free though.
Make them free.
Where's volunteers where people come and want to have fun with kids and do games with kids and the basketball programs for the summer and stuff like that. These kids really don't have nothing to do. But again, it's not our kids that's walking in schools that's shooting up schools.
No,
it's not our kids that's shooting up supermarkets. It's these young white privileged kids who turn 18 and can go buy a gun because their background check didn't show anything. Meanwhile, if your son goes to buy a gun, his background check may not say anything, but his color says that he's black, so he's still not going to get it. But Kyle has a gun
and can easily kill 3 people to protect himself.
He going to walk into school right with it.
Right, and nobody say nothing.
And nobody saying anything. I don't know, y'all. We got to stay protected. Black men protect these black women because somebody out here in Chicago on the loose. Y'all need to make that go viral. It's a Chicago serial killer and women need to be on the lookout for him. Y'all stay protected and y'all stay safe. This chat that on IntellectualRadio.com every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Y'all know where y'all can find me. I'm all over the social medias on Mark Stuff, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok now, y'all. So y'all look for Chat That Pillow Boo or Gold Diggers. Y'all make sure y'all getting all this merch I got. I got women's sets, men's sets, some keychains and some socks. Y'all hit your girl up, inbox me or whatever y'all gotta do. Peace.
Radio, chat that, radio, chat that, radio. If you got something to say, then let me know. Chat that, radio, chat that, on radio. Got something to say, then let me know.